Let's switch it over to the Loons because they're the lone home team, the lone higher seed that lost in this one. Benny, Charlie, help me understand what Adrian Heath might have been thinking, keeping Mayson Toye and Darwin Quintero out of the lineup. Was it the right decision? The result tends to say no, but I'm curious what you think.
Yeah, I don't think either of us think it's the right decision. I was more convinced that Mayson Toye needed to be in the starting lineup. I could maybe make a case for Darwin Quintero coming off the bench once things maybe settle down or open up space. But having said that, it was pretty open in the first half. Maybe he didn't see that, happening in this game. But two players that you got to try and find, more time for on the field. And so disappointing to see that's how Minnesota goes out.
For me, I think it's a decision that went completely wrong. When LA Galaxy are playing 4 center backs, their outside backs are not going to attack. Therefore, you can play Darwin Quintero out wide right where Ethan Finley played because you don't need him to track back and defend. You can rely on him to stay high. And then the game got completely open. So there would have been perfect opportunity for him to get on the ball in those wide areas to combine with a Mayson Toye or to get in behind and create for himself. So this is one of those decisions where Adrian Heath is going to watch this tape back and say, man, I really got this wrong.
Was it just a case of the players being wrong? Because I look back at these highlights and I see the 2 chances for Angelo Rodriguez, and I think he was there. He had the opportunity early that he just couldn't get a foot on. Then he had the header that flashed wide. I mean, he maybe looks at these and says, I had the right guy. He just didn't get it done in the big moment.
Well, just because he was there in the moment doesn't mean he's the right guy, right? I mean, Mayson Toye has proven time and again this year, especially recently, that he can score those goals and be in those places. And so if he gets these chances, I would bet money Mayson Toye would probably finish one of them. So it's disappointing. I think he's been the better striker, and you got to try and put your best players on the field in the playoff time.
Mayson Toye has 6 goals this year, 9 starts. Angelo Rodriguez has 5 goals and 21 starts. I think it's a no-brainer when you're talking about upside and results in a game like this. I'm going with my best goal scorer, my best player, my best attacking player in this situation, and it's got to be Mayson Toye.
June 29th, that's the last time Angelo Rodriguez scored a goal. He'll have 2 chances in this match. He'll look back and say, man, I wish I would have done better on those. The Galaxy, meanwhile, had their 2 chances. They finished them. They are moving on to the conference semifinals. Let's go to Bobby Warshaw now at the board. You're going to help explain to us how Guillermo Barros-Schelotto lined up and how he had his team play in this match.
He did, because Adrian Heath might not have gotten it right, guys, but Guillermo Barros-Schelotto did. And I want to break that down and how it related to how the Galaxy scored their first goal. And this is how Guillermo Barros-Schelotto set up the tactics for the Galaxy. You'll notice the main thing is that he did not play with Ariel Antuna and Christian Pavón as true wingers like he has at other parts of the year. Instead, he had them both tuck in and play closer to Zlatan. And to add to that, he gave them each free rein to move wherever they wanted and onto both sides of the field. As we take a look at a screen grab from the average positions of the Galaxy from this game, and again, this is the average spot where the players got their touches. Look at how tight they are in the middle of the field. Look at how unpredictable that would be to defend. So now if we go to the first goal the Galaxy scored from Sebastian Lletget, look at how close Chase Gasper is to Zlatan. Part 1 is that it's Zlatan and you always want to stay close to him, but as we run this back one more time, notice the run from Antuna across the face of Gasper. That is a winger. If you are an outside back, you would expect that if a winger runs across you, there wouldn't be another winger on your side. And you could see the surprise in Chase Gasper as that ball goes over his head. You would usually expect that ball to roll out of bounds as soon as the player runs across you, but not with the Galaxy tonight, not with the way Schelotto set up this team. He gave Pavón and Antuna free rein, and it ended up leading to the goal that set them ahead.
All right, let's go back.